The first day of meteorological spring has been a bit of a washout for many of us and follows what has been an exceptionally wet and mild February. In fact, it was the warmest on record for England and Wales, with southern England seeing its wettest on record too. Here's our West of England reporter, Sangeeta Lal.
Richard Payne has farmed rapeseed oil and wheat in Taunton for more than 40 years. He says this harvest he expects to lose tens of thousands of pounds because the ground is so wet.
Our crops certainly, they just do not like sitting in water. You know, when you get in the evening, you look at the books and you think, oh, crikey, how are we going to make something, how are we going to make money out of this, or in some cases, not lose too much money.
And how does it feel when you come down here and see the field this saturated?
It's very depressing when you see all your hard work just disappear, under water like this.
The average temperature for England was 7.5 degrees Celsius, beating the previous record of 7 degrees set in February 1990. Wales saw a mean temperature of 6.9 degrees for the month, marginally ahead of 1998's record. And for the UK as a whole, it was the second warmest February since records began, with an average of 6.3 degrees, just slightly below the 6.8 degrees recorded in February in 1998.
As temperatures rise, winters are getting wetter too because the atmosphere has more capacity to hold moisture. And across the south, last month was the wettest on record since the 1830s.
Parts of the region recorded twice the average rainfall in February, causing businesses and homes in Somerset to be flooded. But across Cambridgeshire, the warm weather has led to an unseasonably early feel of spring.
It's been so warm and so wet that all the daffodils have come out early. We're about 2 weeks ahead of where daffodils traditionally should be flowering, but we are actually seeing that is the new normal. They are coming out early every year now.
The Met Office, though, warns there could be another new norm of more extreme weather conditions across the UK after this current storm season has brought the most named storms since 2015.
Timescales in which our climate is shifting are generation timescales, and by the end of the century we are going to see very profound changes in our climate.
For farmers already facing lower yields this harvest, a forecast of more change on the horizon is leaving many without hope their businesses can recover. Sangeeta Lal, ITV News, Taunton.
Hello there. Well, after the record mild February, the first day of March has brought some snow to some parts of the country. This was the Christmas card scene that we had in Northern Ireland first thing this morning. That snow is thawing, but it's cloudy and dry in Northern Ireland. And it's cold still across the UK. We've got this pool of cold air over us, and that can generate more showers, which could turn heavy and thundery. And not just those shower clouds, but we've got this band of thicker cloud here that's been bringing some rain and some hill snow. And all of it is wrapped around the area of low pressure that's going to stick with us right the way through the weekend. And it was quite a tricky drive into the Peak District earlier this morning with a covering of snow in places. But elsewhere with clearer skies, especially in Wales and Northern England, we're looking at a frost, maybe some mist and fog as well. And it's a cold weekend ahead. It's on Saturday that we'll see most of the showers or longer spells of rain. Looks a bit drier on Sunday, but there may well be more mist and fog. And as we've seen, there will be some frosty mornings around.
Hello, good afternoon. Well, it's been a wet start to March and to meteorological spring, but February was very wet for many places too. In fact, for St James's Park, it was the wettest February month for over 60 years.
Hello there. Well, we've certainly started the new month on a rather soggy note. Plenty of showers out there this afternoon. But as we head through the weekend, whilst there will still be some showers in the mix, we'll also have some sunny spells, and the blustery winds of today should gradually ease down as well.
With snow?
Yes, first day of meteorological spring, Jane, and the snow arrived on cue. Of course, not everyone did see the snowfall, but parts of Northern Ireland certainly did, like here in Enniskillen and across higher parts of Northern England. This was the Cat and Fiddle Road that goes between Macclesfield and Buxton. Well, a few problems here, given the snowfall as well. There is a risk of catching a bit of snowfall across the northern Pennines, the Cheviots and into the southern uplands. You might get 1 or 2 centimetres in 1 or 2 of those higher areas.
Hello there. February in England and Wales was the mildest on record, but the first day of March has brought something quite chilly. A lot of showers too for England and Wales, and in Norfolk we had some hail in those showers as well. And again, we've seen a bit more snow over some of the higher hills here in Derbyshire, a very slushy mix earlier on today.
And Joe is at the RHS Bridgewater in Greater Manchester for us. Joe, does it feel like the first day of spring where you are?
It's been really chilly today here, Charlene, but luckily I'm in a greenhouse this evening. As we saw earlier in Sangeeta's piece, though, February has been record-breakingly mild for many parts of the UK. England and Wales recorded their mildest February ever, and temperatures in Scotland on the 28th of January reached a record-breaking 19.9 Celsius. More widely, winter itself has been wetter than average for parts of the UK, with East Anglia and southern England recording their wettest winter ever, a real trend now, as we know. The storm season for 2023-2024 has also been very active. 10 named storms, 5 during the winter months, and it's only the second time ever that we've reached J with Jocelyn last month. Now, of course, today is the first day of meteorological spring, and for many parts of the country today it has been rather wild and blustery and wet. It certainly felt quite chilly here, but here at RHS Garden Bridgewater, the daffodils are putting on a strong display for St David's Day. It was cold for parts of Northern Ireland, though, this morning, with some snow, 5 to 6 centimetres there this morning, and blustery winds, and there is more snow in the forecast over the next few days. So for many parts of the country today, March has certainly come in like a lion. Over the next few days, it's going to continue to feel very cold. No real warnings in place for snow. However, many of us could wake up to just a dusting tomorrow morning. Have all the details for that coming up now in the forecast if you're planning your weekend. Here is everything you need to know. There's going to be further blustery showers around over the next 24 hours, and some of these will have a rather wintry nature to them. It's going to feel cold on both Saturday and Sunday, but of the 2 days, Sunday is certainly the best for getting out and about, and it should be drier for many parts of the UK. With the really wet conditions we've had lately, the good news is through next week, things are showing signs of settling down weather-wise. Easterly air moving in, drier conditions just allowing the ground to dry out just a touch.
All right, great. Thanks very much, Jay.